Hi guys, I'm here to make a video about seeing auras. So I will try and describe it the best as I can in the coming videos. So stay tuned to watch and... the first really important key point in seeing auras is to be fairly relaxed. It just helps it to work better if you're not really hyped up or excited, because I find generally if you can see an aura and then you get excited about it, boom, it's gone, snap. So yeah, try and find a relaxed time to do this. It's great fun to do with a friend. Friends are very handy for that, especially if they're into it too. Then you can take turns and tell each other what you see and give each other some positive feedback. So yeah, I highly suggest doing that. One of my earlier experiences with it was doing that, and it was a lot of fun. So highly recommend that. If you haven't got a friend, try your hand. Hold your hand up against a fairly plain background and just loosely focus on it, or if it's a person, loosely focus. Just very, it's a weird one to loosely focus. When we focus we tend to zero in, but this is about letting your gaze go, because you're seeing out of the peripherals of your eyes, and when you zero in on something that doesn't work so well. So it's like loosely focusing, loosely holding that person or your hand in your sight. So practice with that. It's actually much easier in low light than in a really bright space. So yeah, try and find a low light with a plain wall or something behind the person or your hand, and just loosely gaze at it. And at first you might just see a slightly smoky sort of thing around the person or your hand, like a slightly smoky field around it. And it won't be very big usually at first, but it's like a shimmer. It's a little bit smoky looking, and that is the very first step of it. The thing is that usually when we first start and we look at that, boom, it's gone, because once again we've focused in with our pupils and it's not working so well. So just keep going, just keep relaxing, take a deep breath, keep loosely gazing, and just let it grow on its own, the whole visual thing. If you try too hard, it really doesn't work very well. So it's important to just be relaxed about it, have fun with it. It's not an essential thing that you have to be able to do. A lot of people want to be able to do it, but you know, I mean, a lot of my ability to read people is like an automatic download. I just know, and I'm just given that information. I don't always get visuals, quite often I don't, and when I have a really busy day I quite often don't see a lot of energy. I might see bits and pieces, flickers, you know, patch of orange here or a bit of blue there, but it's not like I see everybody in this constant egg of colour, because my eyes are zipping around and not that loosely focused and relaxed when I'm doing a lot of reading. So be patient with yourself, give yourself time, and practice this loose focus. Another way to learn is to actually go out just on twilight, go outside and just sit there and gaze at a tree like that, you know, tree's outline, and you will see a glow around it. Sometimes it's a bit smoky, which is actually the energy trails, and that is a really good way where you're not sort of needing another person or needing to set up circumstances. You can just practice with that. The thing is, the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and the harder you try, the less successful you are. So it's a really ironic way of learning, but you need to be relaxed. So it's a lot of fun, you know. There are a lot of different colours that mean different things. I do feel different people have different interpretations for the colours. Like what pink means to me is not necessarily how you perceive pink. Like orange. I don't mind orange, but orange is not a colour I would wear. It's not a colour I'm really drawn to. I'm more drawn to the blues and violets and golds and yeah, more the higher chakra colours. But I try to make myself get comfortable with reds and oranges and things like that, because we need to be grounded in our reality. There's no point being spiritual if you've lost touch with who you are. So yeah, try and be open to all colours with that. But yeah, plain white or grey or pattern backgrounds make it really hard to see. Being relaxed. Yep, use a person or your hand, and just loosely gaze at it, like, you know, you would if you were just kind of watching something without having to really focus. If you were, say, watching a large piece of scenery, you're not really darting your eyes here and there and everywhere. You actually just kind of embrace the whole thing. That kind of looking is what's required for this, because it uses your whole eye and your whole vision, and also your peripheral vision, which is absolutely crucial in this. Also, you can have fun feeling energy. It was one of the things I found really exciting when I first learned healing, you know, to run your hand gently over somebody's arm, or you can do that one with pets too, but sometimes they can get a bit grumpy. They don't like it sometimes. Yeah, and see what you feel. You can quite often pick up where there's a blockage, and you'll often find out that there might even be an old injury in that area. Like if I ran my hand along here, I don't actually have a elbow injury, but say I had an old elbow injury and I ran my hand over this, I would feel like a little bit of resistance there when I got to that part. So yeah, and that is how you can feel energy. You can also use pendulums and lots of other tools to feel energies. A lot of kids see them all the time. I remember my youngest son saying to me, Mum, your colours have changed again, you know, because our aura constantly changes depending on moods and what we're doing. When we're really concentrating on something technical, we're using a different part of our being than if we're inspired and creating, you know, if we're, So technical things often bring out quite strong yellows and things, colours like that, whereas creative energies are quite often greens and blues and sometimes a bit of orange. Orange is a very creative energy. So yeah, have some fun with it, see what you see. Don't get disheartened if you don't see colours straight away. Even that outline of light, quite often it comes across as just light or a smoky sort of hazy outline around the person, and that way you can see them. It's a fun thing to do. I've had it happen sometimes when I'm really not trying to and I'm just really relaxed sitting with somebody, and boom, there it is. And it is because I'm really relaxed at that time and it just automatically happens. So have fun, enjoy. Put in the comments below what your techniques are or how you've got on and what else you'd like to know about. And please don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and yeah, please do let me know what sort of things you'd like me to talk about in my videos. So lots of love and see you next time.